Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to our signature segment, See the Stories, on the 3-hour news show. Now, in the discussion of the day, we will dive into a topic that related for many of us, stress, and how it affects our skin health.
I never thought it could
I
happen
know.
to all of us.
No, I never
Actually,
thought of it.
Yes, I mentioned earlier that my favorite show from Bart Simpson actually is Itchy and Scratchy show, you know.
Itchy and Scratchy show, wow.
It's
what
a
name of
between
show.
mice and a cat. But actually, when you get a skin problem, you feel itchy and then you scratch it.
Okay, right. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we think that it's just a common itchy, but actually it can come with many things as cause for that. Yeah, right. So whether it's the pressure of work deadlines, family responsibilities, or simply the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's not easy actually.
No.
It's not. Stress can take a significant toll on our bodies, and our skin is often the first to show the signs.
Very much so. And today, we will explore the science behind this connection and discover the best ways to manage stress for healthier and more radiant skin with our guest, dermatologist, Dokter Rendy Laksditalia. Hey Doc, thank you for coming.
For the fifth time?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you, Rangga.
Apparently
Achir.
you're a regular here, but this is actually my first time meeting you.
Yeah, the last time you played the true or false
Oh,
game.
did I?
Yes.
That's a while ago then. My goodness, it's been a
I
while.
still remember you playing tennis. You asked
Right,
me
true.
about using the sunscreen for
Exactly,
playing
yes,
the
right
tennis.
here. I need a lot of help around this area.
We need that.
You-
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Doc, first things first. Now, can you explain how stress can affect our skin?
Yes, actually, when we're talking about skin health, stress is exacerbating your current pre-existing conditions of skin diseases. For example, if you have inflammatory skin problems like rosacea, like psoriasis, allergic conditions, even acne, they can get worse if you have stress. This is what we call as the response to the stress by the cortisol hormone. So our body have a HPA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary axis. Hypothalamus exists in our brain.
Yeah.
So when we have stress, from prehistoric moment when we get stressed, there's a flight or fight response,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when there's a stress, the hypothalamus will code to the pituitary glands in our brains, and it will, sensitize the adrenal gland that exists on top of our kidneys and produce the cortisol hormone.
Wow.
The cortisol hormone, however, it's going to make outburst of the hormone of cortisol. By response, you will be releasing a lot of blood sugar, so you can, have a good decisions in life, whether you're going to evade this attack or you're going to fight the bear,
Just fly.
or you just let it go
Yeah.
that. So actually, a good amount of stress is good, right?
Right.
So it can make us grow. But however, a chronically rise of the cortisol can make the sensitizations of this axis that I call HPA axis is disturbed or impaired. When it's impaired, it means you have a chronic stress and it may affect the skins.
Amazing. From hypothalamus to
Pituitary to
glands.
adrenal glands.
Adrenal glands. Then we produce a cortisol.
Yes, the
Hormone.
cortisol hormone.
So still talking about the skin and the stress. What skin conditions are most commonly exacerbated by stress?
Yes, it exacerbates especially when there's a rise of a cortisols, actually can affect to pro-inflammatory conditions. So when the cortisol is rise, our skin will respond to a mediator that support the inflammatory. So when you have acne, for example, when you get stressed, your inflammations get worse. When you get eczema, the inflammation get worse, the vasodilatation of your blood vessels in your skin. So the skin lesions or the skin problems is getting more red than before.
Right.
And also, if you have an acne conditions, the production of sebum is going to rise. So you will be made pay attention that if you work, it feels like your face is more oily than before because that cortisol is actually sensitize your pores to produce more sebum, and it will have a better risk to have clogging of the pores than happens to the acne.
So, Doc, please elaborate more on the study case of blood vessels and the skin issues with the stress as well. Because I think I'm experiencing it right now, like easily itchy around my arms. and my legs, and it comes, I feel from the blood vessel actually.
Yes, actually, when you get stressed, like I said, there's a vasodilatation of the blood. As inflammation itself, when you get an eczema or you get allergic reactions in your skin, or you get a certain condition of the skin, there is actually an inflammation already. However, the cortisol is supporting the inflammation, and then it may leads to unhealthy behavioral, like you said, picking the skin,
and scratch my skin.
scratching the skin, and it gets worse because it will break your barrier. When the barrier of the skin is break, it means that there will be a small wounds in there, so bacterial will colonize in there, and it will be the secondary infections. So it's like a vicious circle.
And
it comes both
we
ways.
can't control it when we're sleeping.
Yes, when you're sleeping, of course, you're going to do
Yeah, scratch
that.
that.
When you're stressed, you're going to do that. We watch TV, you're going to scratch that. It's unhealthy behavioral activity. So the cortisol, if it's outburst and rise in the long term, sometimes even male smoking, drink alcohol or vape, it will also can lead to like shedding of the hair and also eczema.
Oh wow! So it could be actually that significant, right, to the shedding of your hair too.
Yes,
when you're
yes.
actually that stressed, and then your body is affecting that way.
Yes, as you know, if you notice that a lot of patients that have been hospitalized from typhoid fever or even COVID, or even mother that have just get birth, usually get a shedding of the hair.
Yeah.
Some of my patients said, "Doctor, I lost a lot of my hair. I can even put a pile of it." That's truly happened because when there's a big amount of stress, the hair follicle is responding to that by changing from anagen phase, which is the growth of the hair, and can change into a telogen effluvium, which is 3 to 6 months, it's going to shedding of the hair.
Oh wow!
So if you have
Quite
more
fast,
than
yeah.
6 months, you need to go to dermatologist. Probably there's another problem.
Good lord!
Let's take a note for that.
Doc,
But we can help.
you
It's
mentioned
okay.
just now long-term
Effect.
stress. Yes. Now, what is that gonna have any effects on our bodies if you have that long-term stress for during the time that, let's say, 3 to 6 months? What's gonna happen to you if you have it that long?
So like I said, you need to pay notice to yourself. What is my pre-existing condition? Even me, a doctor, I have a pre-existing condition. I'm allergic.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to banana and eggs.
Okay.
So when I take banana
They're
and
the
eggs,
good ones. They're the good stuff, Doc.
I can eat the other
So
one.
I think we need to go to the doctor first to recognize the
you
specific
need
allergies.
to specific recognize your skin condition in order to gain control to your conditions, right?
Not just by feeling, right?
No,
Yeah.
please. So if you know your current condition, if you see that I have eczema, I have allergic to some certain of substances, the stress level or the cortisol levels that too high may make the inflammatory conditions stays in a very long time.
Right.
And usually doctor need to take you to a remission state.
Right.
The longer you expose to the stress or the cortisol levels too high in your body, it means it's hard for the doctor to reach that remission state. Usually the remission state is less than 30% body surface area. So if you have problem with your skin, if the problem is less than 30 surface area, it means it can manage properly like that.
Wow. Still, it's a huge problem. I think even if it's only less than 30%.
Yes.
Because like I'm representing the people who has the problem with blood vessel and the itchy area. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's so it's not just easy because when you scratch it a lot,
Right.
it becomes so more inflammatory. It's so hurt.
Yeah, so that's why you need to pay attention to what condition is that and how to manage it. There's always a solution for every problem.
Amen for that. So, meanwhile, we are going to talk about this because it's getting more interesting.
Very
It's not
much
just a
so.
boy talks, but it's
No.
all for you. And for the next, see the stories will continue after the break, and we will talk about what things? Okay.
You gotta talk about skin conditions. of
skin
course.
condition, of course. Don't go anywhere.